Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can start now. Good morning everyone. Welcome you all for AIC lecture. So in the previous lecture we have started the phase lock loop, that is in short we can call it as PLL. So we have started this point from the introduction. Then we have seen the applications we have discussed. After that we have discussed the PLL block diagram. So working principle of this PLL we have discussed in detail. There are the three important blocks present in the PLL, that is the phase detector, second one is the low pass filter, and third one is the VCO, that is the voltage control oscillator. Next one, after working we have seen the different specification or aspects, that is the PLL working in three different state. One is the pre-running, second is the capture range, third is the lock range. So the PLL, how it works in these three stages we have discussed in the previous lecture only. Then we have seen the internal diagram, internal components, internal circuit which are using in phase detector, then low pass filter, and then VCO. That all part we have completed in the previous lecture. Then after that we have started for your syllabus in your unit number 6, the PLL IC we have to learn. So there are the number of PLL ICs are available in the market, but only the important one or basic one, that is the IC 565. Okay, so there are the commonly used PLL ICs are 560, 561, 562, 564, 565, 567 like this. But for our syllabus, it is mentioned IC 565. So we have started to discuss this IC 565 with the help of its specification or features. So all features we have discussed in the previous lecture, and then we have stopped in the previous lecture. So we can continue the next part. So today we are going to complete this PLL part, and after that only one IC is remaining, that is the function generator IC 8038. So that part we can complete in the next lecture, but today we are going to complete this PLL IC 565. So we can start now the next point. So pin diagram we have completed. So in the pin diagram, so this is the first one. The first important point related to this pin diagram of IC 565 is that it is having total 14 pins, 1 4. So this pin is dual inline package, that is DIP package, means 7 pins are in the left hand side and 7 pins are in the right hand side. So we have discussed the pins also. So first pin is minus power supply, minus V, minus VCC म्हणू शकता तुम्ही. The range of that is minus 6 volt to minus 12 volt. Similarly, the positive supply, power supply, DC power supply, that is available, that we have to connect at the pin number 10, that is known as plus V. The range of this power supply is plus 6 volt to plus 12 volt. Between in this range you can connect the power supply. Next one is two inputs pins are available. One is the pin number 2 and another is the pin number 3. So any one pin you can use to connect the input signal. Next, the phase detector having two inputs. One is the input signal, connect either at pin number 2 or 3. Another input, it is coming from the feedback path. So that is the output of VCO. Output of VCO which is available at pin number 4. That you can connect to the pin number 5. So that will act as a second input for phase detector. Next one, pin number 6 is the reference output, where you can take the reference output. Pin number 7 is the demodulation output. So PLL can be used mainly for communication system. In communication system for demodulation circuit, FSK, PSK, FM. So for this purpose, the demodulated output we can get at the pin number 7 with respect to ground. Next, pin number 11, 12, 13, 14, these are not used, no connection, no use. Pin number 8 and 9, 8 will at pin number 8 we can connect the external resistor. At pin number 9 we can connect the external capacitor. So this R and C will decide the center frequency of VCO. So center frequency of VCO will be decided by these R and C components. So maximum center frequency we can keep up to 500 kilohertz, because in the feature we have seen operating frequency range maximum is 500 kilohertz. So maximum frequency we can set for the VCO will be 500 kilohertz, that you can remember. Now the block diagram we can start to discuss. So here the block diagram you are observing. Okay, so block diagram you are observing. So in that, obviously we are learned in the block diagram of PLL. Same blocks are available here also in the IC565. There is a first block is phase detector, at which there are the two inputs. One input is coming from the pin number 2 or 3, and another input is coming from VCO, that is pin number 5. 4 आणि 5 कनेक्ट करायचं आहे तुम्हाला. ओके, सो 4 means what? Output of VCO. Pin number 4 is output of VCO, which can be connect to the phase detector as a feedback signal through the feedback network. There is a feedback network, we can decide it, depends on the application. Next, pin number 10 is positive supply plus V. Pin number 1 is negative supply, that is a minus V. Next, at pin number 8 and 9 we have to connect the external resistor and external capacitor respectively. External resistor R1 and external capacitor C1 will decide the timing components of VCO. So these will decide what will be the center frequency of the VCO. Next, amplifier is there, and after amplifier there is a low pass filter. So low pass filter will be designed by using two components. One is the capacitor C2 and another is the resistor R2. So R2 value is fixed and that is present inside the block. So what is the R2 value? R2 value is 3.6 kilo ohm, that is present inside the IC only. आता ते जे डॉटेडच्या बाहेर दाखवले, वॉट एव्हर द शोन द आउटसाइड ऑफ डॉटेड, दॅट यू हॅव टू कनेक्ट एक्सटर्नली. म्हणजे R1 C1, त्याच्यानंतर पॉवर सप्लाय, त्याच्यानंतर कॅपॅसिटर C2, दीज यू हॅव टू कनेक्ट एक्सटर्नली, while remaining part is internally. Okay, so internally phase detector is available, VCO is available, and amplifier is available, because amplitude of error voltage which is given by the phase detector, that is very low. So to amplify that, amplifier is used, and after amplification low pass filter is used. So only amplifier is the new part in this. Okay, between the phase detector and low pass filter the amplifier is used just to amplify the error signal. Now low pass filter, in that resistor is present inside only, that is fixed one, that is the 3.6 kilo ohm, whereas the capacitor C2, that you have to select externally, okay, and that you have to connect between pin number 7 and pin number 10, that you can remember. So along with pin diagram and block diagram, you can easily understand the working of 565. Okay, with the help of pin diagram as well as with the help of block diagram and with the help of working principle, you can easily understand the working of PLL IC 565. Now we will see the next part. The block diagram of IC 565. The block diagram of IC 565 consists of a phase detector which acts as a phase comparator. It will compare the input signal with feedback signal or output of the VCO. It will going to compare with input signal. So what are the things it will compare? The frequency and phase. When they becomes equal, then the system will get locked. That is the working principle already we have discussed. Next, it will consisting of amplifier, and next it will consisting of low pass filter with the combination of resistor 3.6 kilo ohm and capacitor C2. The value of C2 must be large. Low pass filter चा जो capacitor आहे, that value should be large enough so that it will eliminate the variation in the demodulated output signal, and it will also stabilize the VCO frequency. So that you can remember, compared to C1, the C2 value should be large enough. It should be in microfarad. Next, the values of R1 and C1 will help to adjust the free running frequency, that is F out. F out म्हणजे काय? Free running frequency of PLL. So free running frequency F out is of related to VCO. So VCO frequency will be controlled by two external component. One is the R1 and another is the C1. Okay, that you can remember. So F out is nothing but what? F out is nothing but operating frequency of PLL. So it should be maximum of 500 kilohertz. about 500 kilohertzपेक्षा जास्त असता कामा नये. Are you understand? So free running frequency of the VCO or operating frequency of PLL should not exceed more than 500 kilohertz. That you can remember. So according to that, you have to select the component R1 and C1. Now next one, the pre-running frequency of the PLL is given as formula. Pre-running frequency given in the hertz of the PLL. F out is equal to 1.2 divided by 4 into R1 into C1. F out is equal to 1.2 divided by 4 into R1 into C1. So according to that, you can, so that formula I will show here. So this formula, F out is equal to 1.2 divided by 4 into R1 into C1. So here C1 value you can assume. You can assume the C1 value. So C1 value once you can assume, then you can get based on the F out value. जर F out त्यांनी दिलेलं असेल, F out दिलेलं असेल तर तुम्हाला R1 चं व्हॅल्यू सिलेक्ट करता येईल by assuming the C1 value. But what is the range of R1? R1, what is the range? So R1 should be less than 10 kilohertz. R1 should be less than 10 kilo ohm. R1 should be less than 10 kilo ohm. So in that range the value should be there. Okay. Now next one, the lock range of PLL, how to calculate? That is given by the formula. The lock range of PLL that you can calculate by using this formula. FL is equal to, FL means lock frequency. FL is equal to plus minus 8 into F out divided by V. FL is equal to plus minus 8 into F out. Whatever the F out you are going to calculate by using the first formula, that you have to put 8 into F out divided by V. V means what? V is equal to difference between power supply, that is the plus V म्हणजे पॉझिटिव्ह पॉवर सप्लाय मायनस ऑफ निगेटिव्ह पॉवर सप्लाय. म्हणजे प्लस व्ही समजा तुम्ही 6 वोल्ट घेतलात आणि मायनस व्ही तुमचं 6 असेल तर 6 मायनस 6, सो टोटल इट विल गिव्स 12 वोल्ट. सो दॅट 12 यू हॅव टू पुट ॲज अ व्ही. सो व्ही इज इक्वल टू प्लस व्ही, दॅट इज पॉझिटिव्ह पॉवर सप्लाय मायनस negative power supply. So you can calculate by using this formula and then put the V value. Okay, so you can remember this formula. V is equal to in bracket plus V minus in bracket minus V bracket complete, like this. Okay, so after putting the F out value and V value, you can get the log frequency FL. Now next, what is the capture frequency? So that you can calculate by using third formula here. So FC is equal to plus minus under root FL divided by 2 pi into 3.6K into C2. So in that C2 value you can assume as a 10 microfarad. C2 value you can select in a range of 10 microfarad like this. So it should be large enough. C2 value you can assume, FL value you can put, then you can get the capture frequency FC. So in this way you can get the 3 different frequencies by calculation. One is the F out, that is the pre-running frequency of PLL. Second one is the lock frequency FL, and third one is the capture frequency EFC. So if you are drawing the graph, it should be looks like where the center frequency is given F out. After that the capture range is given by EFC, and last one is the lock range. So lock range is maximum. Lock range is greater than capture range, always remember. So FL is greater than EFC. Lock range is greater than capture range. Okay, so this graph we can get now. So this is the working principle, block diagram and pin diagram, and some important formulas related to IC 565. So anyone having questions based on this? Because now next we are starting the applications. So in your syllabus, after learning the IC 565, there are the 2 applications mentioned. two applications mentioned in your syllabus. So these two applications are, one is the frequency multiplier, that is also known as frequency synthesizer, and second application is FSK demodulator. So these two applications we have to understand, we have to discuss it. So any questions up to the इक्वेशन्स ऑफ PLL? कोणाला काय क्वेश्चन्स असतील तर विचारू शकता. Okay, so no questions, so we can start the applications now. So applications, in that we are going to start the first application, which is the PLL used as a frequency multiplier, or it is also known as frequency synthesizer. So what do you mean by this name, frequency multiplier or frequency synthesizer? So frequency multiplier means it will takes only one reference frequency. आता रेफरन्स फ्रिक्वेन्सी म्हणजे काय, एफ इन इज अ वन रेफरन्स फ्रिक्वेन्सी. So the PLL, what it will do, if you are using as a frequency multiplier, by taking one reference signal, it will generate the multiple frequencies. It will generate the multiple frequencies. So some multiplication factor will be multiplied with input F in. म्हणजे समजा तुमचा मल्टिप्लिकेशन फॅक्टर n इज इक्वल टू 10 आहे आणि तुमचं एफ इन इनपुट आहे 1 kHz. ओके, एफ इन इज समजा 1 kHz आहे आणि फॅक्टर तुमचा 10 आहे, n इज इक्वल टू 10. सो एफ आउट और एफ झिरो इज इक्वल टू n इंटू एफ इन. एफ झिरो म्हणजेच काय, आउटपुट फ्रिक्वेन्सी. सो n किती आहे, 10, आणि एफ इन किती आहे, 1 kHz. सो इट विल गिव्स द 10 kHz फ्रिक्वेन्सी. समजा तुमचं nचं व्हॅल्यू 7 आहे, सो एफ झिरो इज इक्वल टू 7 इंटू 1 kHz, that will give 7 kHz. So by taking one reference signal, it can generate the multiple frequencies. Any frequency it can generate. So that circuit which generates the multiple frequency by taking the one reference input frequency, that circuit is known as frequency synthesizer or frequency multiplier. So by using PLL, we can design this frequency multiplier or frequency synthesizer. So you are observing here the block diagram. Whatever you are observing here, PLL as a frequency multiplier, that circuit, in that circuit you are observing the PLL. So where the PLL is present? So first four block, that is the phase detector, then low pass filter, then amplifier, then VCO. So these four blocks is nothing but your IC 565. The first four block which you are observing in the block diagram in the frequency multiplier, that are phase detector, low pass filter, amplifier and VCO. So these all blocks are present in block diagram of IC 565. So IC 565 is nothing but what, PLL IC. After that, the output of VCO, that is F0, is given to the divided by n network. So divided by n network is present here. Okay, so output of this VCO, that is given as F0. So F0 is your output frequency, that is again given to the feedback divider or feedback network, that is known as divided by n network. That is called as what, frequency divider. समजा तुमचा आउटपुट फ्रिक्वेन्सी 10 kHz आहे आणि nचं व्हॅल्यू 10 आहे. ओके, सो इट विल डिवाइड्स द 10 divided by 10 kHz divided by 10 like this. So it will act as a frequency divider. So frequency divider, in that you can use the decade counter ICs. That is IC 74190 you can use, 74192 you can use. Okay, so these are the decade counter you can use. For down counting mode you can keep it. तुम्हाला ते डाऊन काउंटिंग मोडमध्ये ठेवायचं आहे आणि तुम्ही ते यूज करू शकता. सो द आउटपुट ऑफ डिवायडेड बाय एन नेटवर्क यू कॅन कनेक्ट टू द अनदर इनपुट ऑफ फेज डिटेक्टर. सो दिस विल कंपेअर द एफ इन अँड दिस एफ आर म्हणूया आपण. एफ आर इज द रेफरन्स फ्रिक्वेन्सी. So it will compare the F in input frequency with FR. So FR is given as F0 divided by N. Okay, कारण आउटपुट फ्रिक्वेन्सी तो N ने डिवाइड करतो. So F in and FR will gets compare. When both becomes equal, then the system will becomes lock. So when the system becomes lock, it will give the required output frequency. That is the F0 it can give. So this is the working of this frequency multiplier. So we have understood, we have discussed the working of frequency multiplier with the help of block diagram. So with the help of circuit diagram and waveform, we can try to understand. So that is given here. So this is the circuit diagram. The left hand side figure is the circuit diagram of the frequency multiplier or frequency synthesizer, and right hand side will shows the output waveform. So in the circuit diagram, the IC 565 used as a PLL IC. So how it is used, you can observe. The pin number 2, at the pin number 2 or pin number 3, either at pin number 2 or pin number 3, you can give the input. So pin number 3 is unused, it is directly connected to ground. मग पिन नंबर 2 ला इनपुट कनेक्ट केलेला आहे. सो इनपुट इज कनेक्टेड ॲज अ व्ही इन इज हॅव्हिंग ॲम्प्लिट्यूड 5 volt पीक टू पीक वोल्टेज. देन इट इज फ्रिक्वेन्सी इज गिवन शोन हियर 1 kHz. एक एक्झाम्पल दाखवलं आहे. द पिन नंबर 10 इज कनेक्टेड टू पॉझिटिव्ह 10 volt. पिन नंबर 1 is connected to -10 volt. Pin number 9 is external capacitor C1, that is 0.01 microfarad. Pin number that 8, pin number 8 external resistor, that is 10 kilo ohm selected. Then external capacitor C2, that is a 1 microfarad they have taken. Internal it is present 3.6 kilo ohm. The output pin number 4 is connected to 7490, which is known as 7490 they have used here. So which is known as what we can say, the mod 5 counter. The output frequency it is divided by 5. So here mod 5 it is used. So input waveform and output waveform you can observe. The input waveform cycle is given and output waveform you can also observe. So f out, the frequency will get increase here. The frequency it will takes 1 kilohertz as a input frequency, but output frequency is 5 kilohertz. म्हणजे 5 नी तो मल्टिप्लाय केलेला आहे. 5 नी तो मल्टिप्लाय केलेला आहे. दॅट्स वाय the waveform you can observe like this. So if you are using divided by 10 network, that is decade counter, if you are using mod 10, then you can get the 10 kilohertz. समजा तुम्हाला 100 kilohertz पाहिजे तर तुम्हाला mod 100. Are you getting my point? So like this you can get any frequency you can generate by using the PLL if you are using in a frequency multiplier circuit. So this is the important application of PLL IC 565. In detail you can learn in the third year also. In the third year there is a ESD subject is there, electronic system design. In that you can learn the design of this PLL frequency synthesizer in detail you can learn. Okay, so for your syllabus only the introduction part is there, only application point of view we have to discuss it. Now next one, the next application will be, second application for PLL is FSK demodulator. So that we can discuss now. Okay, so PLL as a FSK demodulator, that we can start. So PLL as a FSK demodulator, first before starting this point we have to understand what is the FSK modulation. Anyone knows? Anyone can tell what is the FSK modulation? What is FSK? Frequency shift keying.
Frequency shifting modulator.
Okay, whether it is analog modulation or digital. Whether it is analog or digital. Digital modulation.
Digital.
Okay. So here, according to the amplitude of message signal, the frequency of carrier signal is getting changed. Am I correct? So message signal should be digital or analog. Message signal जो असेल switching signal, whether it is digital or analog in FSK. Whether you heard the words like this NRZ, RZ signals, bipolar.
Message signal are digital and carrier signal are analog.
Okay. So here the message signal is digital. So according to the amplitude, we can say the logic 1 or logic 0 we can consider. So according to that, the frequency of carrier signal will get shifted or will get changed. Okay, either it will increase or it will decrease. So at the output of FSK modulation, we can get the FSK modulated signal, and that FSK modulated signal you have to apply at pin number 2 of the PLL 565. जे काय तुमचं FSK सिग्नल असेल, FSK modulated signal असेल, that FSK modulated signal you have to apply it at either pin number 2 or pin number 3 of the PLL IC 565 for getting the demodulated output. जे तुम्हाला डिमॉड्युलेटेड आउटपुट मिळवायचं आहे बाय युजिंग PLL FSK डिमॉड्युलेटेड आउटपुट. फॉर दॅट पर्पज द FSK modulated signal you have to apply at pin number 2 or 3. Your option, you can use either pin number 2 or 3. Most of the times we are using the pin number 2. Now next one, then here the demodulated output that we can get at the pin number 7. The demodulated output we can get at the pin number 7, because based on the application where the output we can take, that will change. In previous application we are using PLL as a frequency synthesizer or frequency multiplier. At that time the output we are taking at the pin number 4. The output we are taking at the pin number 4. Whereas in case of this FSK demodulator circuit, the output we are taking at the pin number 7. Okay, the pin number 7, it will give the demodulated output. Now PLL as a FSK demodulator, in that the VCO with binary data signal. So binary data signal is nothing but your message signal. So that it is having two resulting frequencies corresponding to logic 0 and logic 1 state of the binary data signal. So according to logic 1 and logic 0, the frequency of the carrier signal will get changed. So if it is increasing, then it is called as mark frequency. If it is decreasing, then it is called as space frequency. So there are the two frequency, we can call it as F1 and F2. So F1 is F out plus some shift in frequency, where F2 is F out plus minus some frequency, okay, some logic. So according to that, there will be the two different frequencies we can we can get in the FSK signal, that is called as mark frequency and space frequency. The demodulator will receive a signal at one of the two distinct carrier frequencies, 1270 Hz or 107 Hz. So this is the standard frequency FSK demodulator, where the frequency is in this range. So the next slide, that is the last slide, will give the circuit diagram of the PLL as a FSK demodulator. So that circuit diagram you have to remember. Suppose the question will come in the ISC, or that explain the PLL as a FSK demodulator. So you have to write the explanation of this along with the circuit diagram. So circuit diagram, in that the PLL IC 565 PLL IC 565 is used as a FSK demodulator. At the pin number 2, you have to connect the FSK signal, FSK modulated FSK modulated signal you have to connect at the pin number 2. Pin number 3 is grounded. Next, pin number 10 you have to connect to the plus positive supply. The positive supply you can take between the range of 6 to 12. Between 6 to 12 you can take the range. For negative supply you can take the range of -6 to -12. So negative supply is pin number 1. Next, the pin number 4 and 5 are not used because we are not generating any frequency. So पिन नंबर 4 आउटपुट यू कॅन कनेक्ट टू द पिन नंबर 5. म्हणजे व्ही सी आउटपुट जे आहे ते पिन नंबर 5ला तुम्ही कनेक्ट करा बिकॉज इट इज नीडेड फॉर फेज डिटेक्टर. नाव लो पास फिल्टर is constructed at between pin number 7 and pin number 10. There is a capacitor C2. The capacitor and pin number 7 between internal capacitor internal resistor is available, that is 3.6 kilo ohm. That is the one of the component of low pass filter. So C2 you can select in the range of microfarad, 1 microfarad to 10 microfarad. So after that the necessary associated circuitry is connected where the op amp is used. So op amp is used for comparison purpose here. So for demodulated circuit the comparison is needed because for getting the demodulated output we have to compare the FSK signal with carrier signal. We have to compare FSK signal जे तुम्ही मिळवणार आहे that you have to compare with carrier signal. Then and then you can get the demodulated output, that is the binary signal you can get, okay, at the demodulated output. So binary signal means it is in the form of 1 0. So in the form of 1 0 you can get the output at the output of this op amp. जे op amp चा output असणार आहे that will be binary signal. It will gives either 1 or 0 based on the comparison. So one input, that is at non-inverting terminal, the FSK demodulated signal you can get and it will compare with some standard one so that it will give the perfect binary signal. Okay, so comparator is used for getting the perfect digital signal or binary signal. That is the only use of this op amp one. So any questions you have based on this PLL part and applications? Okay, so we have completed now PLL part. Almost only one point is remaining from this unit. Only one lecture we require. So in that we can cover the last point, that is the function generator IC 8038. IC 8038 is remaining. Only one point is remaining. So for that purpose one lecture is required. So tomorrow morning at 9:30 we are getting the lecture. My lecture is there. So in that we can complete this syllabus. So today at 1:30 there will be the practical, 1:30 to 2:30 AIC practical will be there. So we can complete the practical today. Okay, so we can stop here. Thank you everyone.